Hey there everyone, welcome to Frag-o-Matic 17.0 Prison Edition. My name is Spell Ruler, this is Strawberry. We've been your casters for the past 3 days, but this is it. This is the grand finals. Divinity Gaming versus Lowland Lion. So White, the winner of this one will be taking home some awesome gear, some awesome prizes, a lot of awesome stuff. But Lowland Lions, because they came from the winner's bracket, are 1 game up. So they only need to win 1 game to win this. DG needs to win 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's for sure. And DG just won their last game against Mindset Zero, but just about. And because I've been playing so many matches, they're slowly getting a little bit tired, I have the feeling. So it's going to be a really tough match. I mean, Lowland Lions, White are known for being a Challenger Series team, so this is not easy. So we already are in picks and bans. The Divinity Gaming is going to be on the blue side because they're 1-0 behind it. I think they got a decision on it, so they picked for blue.
Yeah.
Jack's being banned and Ari, and of course Victor and Xerath going to go down. They don't want to give Kreml his Victor nor Xerath. And I expect either another Jen, Alessandro, or whatever ban.
Yeah, they just don't want to give more to Jax because Jax is like one of his favorite champions. Like when he was still at AC Visualize, and I think he played for Coast Gold as well for like a small period of time, which was the European version of the Coast team. I'm not too sure if they're still around anymore, but Jax was like his favorite champion by far, and he's still pretty good with it. Irelia being banned out, so
Fiora. Oh yeah, I've seen Coscu actually play Fiora in mid lane in his Challenger Series matches. So they're like, well, you know what? You're not gonna troll us today.
No.
I mean, if they want to go down with this ship, it's gonna be in dignity and style.
I guess.
They're not gonna let themselves be trolled or
so
cheesed.
Janna first pick,
yeah.
obvious.
Nice solid pick here for Finitive.
So, Xfinitive was also always really good on that Janna. His ultimates have been a little bit hit or miss, so it's kind of like the Janna. It's kind of like the Janna power spike. So, like his ult have been really good in the mid and early game. And then like the mid to late game, his ultimates have been falling off a bit, and then super late game, he's been performing. It's
the same with the game as Legends really with his Sejuani play.
I guess.
At some point, he was like, "Oh, everything hits," and then all of a sudden, like, I don't do anything and just get caught off the whole time. So we're gonna see Game as Legends. Yeah, I mean, I've been talking to these guys, Divinity Gaming. They told me this game they're just gonna. No, I'm not gonna play with you. Anyway, what they were saying is that they're not gonna actually. They're just gonna have fun this game. They told me, you know what? No stress, no pressure. We're 1-0 behind, doesn't matter. We're already second place. That's already good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just gonna have fun. And if you don't have that stress and that pressure, you might actually play a lot better. So they're just gonna have fun. Game just loves his Hecarim. He's like, you know what? I just want to play Hecarim now.
You might, but it could also be counterproductive because you might just lose focus. Like it's kind of brutal to say, but like we're playing at like a highly competitive sports level right now, and like of course it's good to have fun in the game, but having too much fun can be counterproductive to like getting your mindset like right and stuff like that. I mean, who knows, it might work for Divinity Gaming. I'm not too sure. Rengar is up, Jarvan is still up. I'm kind of liking where Lowland Lions are taking this.
Yeah, so oh, the Casio. Yeah. I know they love Cassiopeia. They're gonna lock that in. Also, Rengar gonna be locked in for the jungle. Braum going to go, of course, going to the support lane. Sivir going in the hands of Mystic Gohan. He has been pretty good on him.
Yeah.
On her. Yeah, jungle. No, wait, we already have a Hecarim.
Yeah, we already have a Hecarim.
Unless it's a mid Hecarim.
Unless it's mid Hecarim or top Hecarim. I've seen top Hecarim like.
But knowing Gamers Legends, he probably wants to play the Hecarim.
Well, I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, this is like the bad thing about getting like the blue side, because you do get your first pick, but you reveal like so much at the same time as well with your second rotation of pick and your last rotation of pick, or your last set of picks rather. So Maokai gonna be locked in, it seems. But
so actually Nidalee could actually be a mid pick here.
Yeah.
Oh, Sion. That could be interesting. Sion top. I mean, I don't think they want to play another ignore game. I think they're kind of done with that.
I'm not too sure. Like, there's 3 seconds left.
You're saying that. I think that.
No, they're not going to go Teemo. Like that,
Teemo
as
would be
expected.
awesome,
I think Sion is more a fun pick, if anything, because I'm sketching over, I'm just looking over Tyrock's
I really feel they're going to play something they actually enjoy playing instead of going for their safe picks like they did last game. Last game they went really safe. They picked the Gunnar, picked everything they had. They're really good at. Now they're like, you know what? We're going to play a little bit more riskier, but we're going to have more fun. We're like, this is what we want to play. This is what we think is fun, and we can try it out. I mean, this is like the ultimate scrim, pretty much.
Yeah. Sion sets up a lot of counterplay though for your opponent.
I love that global sound. It's just so amazing.
But like your opponent, like picking Sion, you can. There you have it, the Fizz. So they love to play Cassiopeia,
80 Fizz, you think?
No, I don't think it's 80 Fizz. I think it's Morsu gonna play on Fizz because Morsu used to play a lot of Fizz.
I mean, 80 build Fizz on top, not the AP one.
I'm not too sure actually. Like, okay, so AP Fizz did get nerfed. I'm thinking that maybe Morsu might go a little bit hybridish, like go a Triforce and then maybe a Gunblade. But I'm just speculating things right now.
Because we've been seeing a lot of 80 Fizzes lately and on the top lane. I'm not sure who brought it up anymore, but it's a thing.
It's a thing, and it's not that bad as well because 80 Fizz, like, he does a lot of damage, but he does a lot of mixed damage as well because of his Sea Stone Trident and stuff like that. But actually, Fizz negates like a lot of damage with the Nimble Fighters because he takes less damage from minions, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it doesn't apply to champions though, so I'm gonna have to check that one for a second.
And we've also been in the break, we've been talking about Cassiopeia, right?
Yeah.
I mean, does she need a death cap? Does she not need a death cap? And at some point, one of the guys said, well, if you build Cassiopeia, if the enemy does not really have that hard of an engage, you can just build as much AP. Like, you go over that 1k easily.
Yeah,
it's insane how much damage you can
get. But there
get.
is like a number of hard engages, like 2 on total of the Divinity Gaming, like the Sion Ultimate and the Hecarim Ultimate. So the way that DG's comp is built, it's mostly built around mobility and gotta go fast. I'd like to say, because Janna gives the movement speed buff, Sivir gets the movement speed buff, Hecarim benefits from that one, even Tyrock benefits from that one because he gets to his destination
It's been like we saw
faster.
them play the first time when we casted them.
I mean, I really hope, like, Rito, please, Tyrock, or Rito, please bring out a Sonic the Hedgehog skin for Sion.
Oh,
because
please, no.
Why not?
If anybody gets a Hedgehog skin, it's going to be Rammus.
Nah, that's so... Now, I don't want Rammus to get a Sonic the Hedgehog skin, but because that would be the obvious thing to do. No, that would be the obvious thing. That would be the easy thing to do. Riot does not do things the easy way, good sir.
I really like seeing Nidalee here on Chrome. I've not seen a lot of mid Nidalees anymore. Apparently, you can still build her AP. So
it's just not.
It's just different than it used to be
anymore. But Nidalee can beat Cassiopeia in the straight up 1v1 because Nidalee is very mobile, very floaty, very jumpy. And if Nidalee actually lands a spear or a trap on Cassiopeia, then she has the potential to completely outplay that poison. That poison is everything to Cassiopeia. If her initial target is not poisoned, that Twin Fang is not gonna get reset. Is gonna heal though, but the reset, like Scar's favorite quote, got the reset. You know, like, you need that.
And of course, like as well, if a lot of Cassiopeias play on their spell fam. If you don't hit anything with enough damage, you're not gonna... Like, the best offense is the best defense. That's a Cassiopeia thing as well, if you don't have no spell fam. But yeah, if you don't hit anything, you're just gonna die.
Well, the thing is, Cassiopeia doesn't really need spell vamp because of the way her passive works. So she gets healed from her Twin Fangs. So she's one of the few champions that can actually reliably heal herself. Like, I've seen Cassiopeia actually go to, like, Razor Beaks and just throw their E's over and over and over and over again and like break the tether actually to let them heal up rapidly. And they break the tether, the Razorbeak would walk back, but they'd still be poisoned, so Cassiopeia would still be like spewing venom at them and like still get healed. And like you see Aries do this like a lot as well. Like if they get their passive up, they'll just
throw it inside the Razorbeak.
Yeah, you just throw it inside a Razorbeak. You get 8 procs on your, like, if the wave isn't there at least, you get 8 procs on your Orb of Deception, and then you just heal up for a bunch of times.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. I mean, I think Cassiopeia is one of those champions that's going to go up, and she has plays soon as well. I mean, she has been picked up a few times doing amazing plays, and I think we're going to see a lot more of her. That new change is pretty brutal. She's one of the she's one of the champions that can go in the highs into AP without death cap, right?
Yeah.
Next to Victor.
Yeah, Victor, Karthus can do that as well.
Can do it too. But he doesn't really, he gets it from items, right, pretty much?
Yeah, Karthus mostly gets it from items, but Karthus is one of the champs that can't afford to go...
Because he can die. He doesn't have to be protected.
Karthus is one of the few champs that can afford to go Seraph's Rod of Ages.
No, I mean, he can afford to die, pretty much. So that's okay. Now we're going slowly going into this game. This is gonna be a tricky one. I mean, this is gonna be a tough task if Divinity Gaming. I mean,
Yeah.
they are against a really strong and also very experienced team.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy at all.
Not gonna be easy, but if they are able to beat them, that will be a big moral boost, but also a big loss for the Lions on their nice Sion. Oh, beautiful! I love Sion. He's amazing. He's just so large.
Large and in charge.
Larger than Renekton. It's crazy.
It's actually one of the bigger models out there. Okay, so this is what I want. Riot, please make the models to scale to that video you released. Like I forgot what it was called. Like the one with the Ari and the Leona and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, like the Nautilus being that big.
Yeah, I want that. I want Nautilus to be like Lulu ulted and Storm Shield, and I want that to be his normal size.
This is amazing.
Tyrock, please.
Tyrock, please stop trolling. Nothing against DJ Sona. That beatboxing Sion skin incoming. You heard it here first. So I'm just waiting for the minions to spawn. I don't really think they're gonna do a lot. However, Morsu does get a little bit. He's got a Trickster.
He probably has to play full Trickster out of that one.
Yeah, he will Trickster. Doesn't mean he has to level it first, but that's not really a big issue. So
it's another good skin idea. Speaker Sion. Like he hits his chest and he goes like okay. So you know like how he screams and he like.
He's a beatboxer, man. That's awesome.
You know how he like screams and screams and he like pushes a minion back? Like they should make a legendary skin of that where he just like thumps his chest and like there's a speaker in his belly and it goes like poof.
That's amazing, though. You should have a drawing of that. That's cool.
I can't draw, so if anyone in Twitch chat can draw this one, I will give you a hug and like send it to @spellruler on Twitter.
Take my money, man. Okay. So minions have been spawned. We're finally slowly getting into this game. So everybody's playing quite safe here. Though I do expect Divinity Gaming to be a little less safe this game than they used to do.
Oh, good hits there from Koskyu.
Yeah. So they have to probably try to control Koskyu a little bit if they want to do something, because if she gets all her stacks, she's going to get strong real fast.
Yeah, that is true. Koskyu is probably going to play aggressive until he hits that level 2. So he's going to like expend his entire mana bar, and then he will hit level 2. Oh, Morsu on the aggressive here out the Tyrock.
Yeah. Not so fast indeed.
So Facility going on the aggressive onto extended. Hybrid blocking out most of the damage. Morsu just ignoring Tyrock for the most part there. So as I said, Koskyu is just going to go on the aggressive here. Neither player really farming up a whole bunch, but Koskyu is kind of waiting until he hits that 100 stack mark so he can get the heal from his Twin Fang back.
Yeah, and as far as that, people probably want to keep that mid lane. Oh, nice spear there onto Koskyu. If he's going to go in, that is a lot of damage.
So that's why Nidalee is actually pretty good against Cassiopeia.
It's really hard to hit her, right?
Because it's really hard to hit her mid-jump, and Nidalee is like, you never really know if she stays for longer than expected, whether she continues fighting. Koskyu took the gamble that Nidalee that Primal would have continued fighting, but actually didn't pay off that well. Nice dodge there from the skill by Tyrock. Morsu going hard on him.
Morsu's going hard on Tyrock here, but don't forget the passive of Sion, man. You better not go for this. But on the other hand, first blood's first blood. So, but hey, decide both to back off, not daring to make the first move.
I don't think that Tyrock's
Kirei is also going.
Oh,
really
nice
low
hit.
Here.
So, say hypothetically Morsu would get the kill onto Tyrock. I don't think the passive would have mattered that much. Because no, not that. It's because Morsu on Fizz actually ignores unit collision. Oh! Good flash there by Tyrock, but Morsu with the clutch play there.
Yeah, Morsu has to be a little bit careful here. I mean, Tyrock does.
But anyways, so as I said, Fizz does ignores unit collision, and I don't think Sion does when in his glory and death passive, because he can move in this time, attack extremely fast, and he gets a small speed boost, but still creep block is still very real.
Okay, so Acidic getting ganked here by Gamers Legend, does flash away. Hybrid just putting on this shield, will get galled up, but it's not going to be enough. Though it does a lot of damage, so he has to go back to base. So that's a victory for him to go on it. That's some extra breathing space he has to farm up, do whatever he likes. So that's always a good gank. But if you can get a flash and get him to recall, consider a job well done.
Yeah, very much so.
So instead, Kirei goes to the bot lane to help a little bit out here to take over the lane.
I feel that Lowland Lions' game plan is just to wait and win this game slowly. Like I
Next up is the mid lane. Another flash coming out from Coach Q. So he's on a spree of proccing those flashes, though he gets some punishment back from Coach Q. But still, it's a flash. That's 2 flashes down.
Now,
Games Legend doing work here as Hecarim.
This is the reason why teleport is so prevalent, because if this happens to you, you can back off and get back into lane with full health and a new item. So a lot of mid laners have strayed away from teleport in favor of Ignite.
Going into the blue jungle here. Let's see if we can actually have a look on that. Where are you? There you are. So he's in the enemy jungle here. Has to be a little bit careful here. Probably going to looking for a gank on the mid lane on Kreml. The game actually is really low, so he won't be able to save the day here. Oh, he might actually go to bot lane. Top lane, people just fighting it out again. Morsu and Tyrox. I think that at some point somebody's going to die.
Yeah, at some point someone has to.
Kira is still hunting down. He will actually go past the ward here. So they have to run back really quickly. So Kira is being spotted now. And she's going to put a ward instead. He has to decide either he's going to stick around or he's going to go back.
I find it really hilarious how Rengar like hops on a ward. It's like a it's like a cat jumping on like a red laser dot.
That would be amazing though. He is a cat after all. So Kira go back in the old jungle, seeing he failed it up. Yeah, so far so good. 200 gold here extra for Lions, probably because of farming purposes.
Yeah. I mean, mostly. Coscu has been doing a really good job at farming and facility as well. Morsu's been doing a little bit worse, but that's because he is Fizz. He doesn't really have a tool to farm from range. There. Oh, actually, Siege being missed there by Gold.
Hybrid looked like he wanted to go in for this. Kira is also on the hunt, really close by. He's not level 6 just yet, though, so no stealth available.
Oh, they actually changed the indicator of Dragon Slayer Braum.
Yeah, they did. From, I believe a few patches ago already.
Yeah, when
it was one of the PBE things, so I remember.
Okay.
Which is really cool. The old one did not fit.
Yeah.
It just did not fit.
Well, it was more for design purposes, if anything, because Riot said it wouldn't be clear enough because of it.
I think this one is pretty clear.
Well, that it wasn't like indicative of what the passive did. Like if they changed the skin, but then like Lucha Libre Braum came out and it turned into a tiger, and we're like, well, there goes our principles.
Yeah, pretty much. Same with Ari's Orb. Anyway. So yeah, bottom lane getting pretty aggressive in each other. The same as top lane, Morsu getting pretty aggressive on Tyrox. Tyrox, however, just gonna shout minions at his face. I still think that's a really funny skill.
So only a 400 gold difference.
And even though Mr. Gohan had the advantage together with Games Legend in the bot lane, he's still actually a lot of CS behind Facility.
Yeah. Pretty much at this point. So Facility is pretty happy with his position right now as well. Looking.
Games Legend going here on Kira, and here is Sirik to save the day, but here along with Kreml, so that's actually 3 people just to pick up one. Rena's pick up here on Kira. He's not level 6 yet, so he could not stealth away. And Facility also seems to be a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, Facility has to back off, taking a lot of damage.
That's a lot. And Mr. Gohan really doing a good job as well, like avoiding all those Braum projectiles. And in the ones that do hit his spell shield. So he's doing a really good job here. Showing off, he's actually pretty skilled here. So
Morsu is going for the AD build, as we mentioned before. Actually has a little bit of ability power in his runes of mastery, so I'm not quite sure what. Maybe he's running like 30-0.
This is like the weird AD hybrid build. They go AD stuff, and actually, it's a bit weird.
I think he has like a special page for this one, a mishmash.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Trinity Force Ira or something. It's pretty funny.
Let's see. So he is going pretty deep in the offense tree. Has lifesteal in his, or actually he gets that from the Doran's Blade. Has a lot of cool reduction, a lot of on Tyrox though, but I can't really deduce what Morsu. I think he's going like 21 because he doesn't have any of this. I think 21.90 or something like that, or maybe 21.09.
So far, Infinity Gaming actually taking the advantage. I mean, just like you said, like it could be an advantage, and it doesn't sound they should be playing all night and all day. Infinity Gaming probably are a bit tired, but they are into the game, into the zone. Kim Noir is being used the entire time. Has to walk away. Morsu is still full health, so he had to flash away. Gonna go after it and flash. Oh, the tower! One more hit, man. One more.
So Morsu was actually afraid to queue in because he was sure that he was gonna die at that point. So he got the pressure off onto Tyrox, but Tyrox has teleport in lane. One really hilarious thing about Psyop top lane is that if your teleport is down, you can just run back to lane with your ultimate. Like it's a pretty short cooldown as well. It's not that short, but 120 seconds you can alternate the teleport and the unstoppable onslaught like back to back.
The facility is alone here, so Gohan is going to abuse that really hard. Yeah, it does miss his boomerang though. Caramel clearing up some wards here in his own jungle. Dragon being targeted just to see if it's still there. And yes, it's still there because they don't have any other vision on it so far.
I mean, they could have just pressed tab if they really wanted to find out, but...
Yeah, well, they could have been doing it at the same time.
I guess that's
but, yeah, he just wants to be safe, I guess. Maybe he didn't think about it. But I mean, normally it's always video gaming being all on top of the dragon, so it's like they're a little bit of a buddy. Go on, yeah, for the hunt, going to give Gamer's Legend a lot of speed, but Kirei is here as well, so it's going to be a lot of damage on him, so both will fall here. Here's a really nice Monsoon, giving Kirei, but here's teleport, will get cancelled. Nice communication there, saying, well, we'll be fine, don't waste it, otherwise your top lane will be gone.
Well, technically, it was wasted, though. Like 240 seconds. Meanwhile, Cassiopeia ultimate was used in the mid lane, but
no, you don't want to be top bot lane if there's nothing to do anymore and your top lane getting crushed, so better as well cancel it out there. So that was a good call just in time. The 1-for-1 there. They did not expect Kirei to be there as well. A nice pickup for the kitty. If only the kitty destroyers were still here.
No, Vandy kitty destroyers are not running anymore. I think they got dropped out pretty soon.
Yeah.
Or pretty early
I love the name though. So Hybrid being all alone in the tower here.
Yeah. Hybrid is going to be able to defend this, though it's...
yeah, well, yes, well, Facility is back. So
yeah, Facility is back, though, so Buckshot will be able to clear the wave.
And they found Morsu again in the wrong jungle, so Turu's gonna go again for it. There's nobody to help, and there's the Shark. Well, actually for Terror here in this case, Gamer's will get some speed up. We'll jump in, and he already used his jump for now. No, that actually slowed him down. Yeah. It was pretty close, but they did pick up a turret here in the bot lane.
Morsu would have gotten his Playful Trickster back up in about a second or two, so he would have been safe regardless, but bottom lane has to perform a little bit better here. Facility and Hybrid having
so far, I must say that LLL lanes get caught out a lot of times compared to the previous match they had. These guys have played before against each other. I mean, LLL Lions actually kicked Definitive Gaming into the loser bracket. So anyway, Kirei is here to stalk his prey. Shiraka's is in a lot of trouble here. Will try to make something happen. Gamer's Legend is coming as well. Maybe along with the passive, they can get a kill out of this, and they will. Gamer's Legend will take down Kirei, maybe even more soon to speed it up. But
never mind.
Still has it. There goes the pony. No, you probably don't want to do that. No, you're doing mana. That extra tower hit was not necessary.
He took a lot of damage.
Nice gaze
Another
here.
ultimate.
Yeah, it's just going to be too quick. You cannot chase in the Hybrid is here. He's going to do enough.
Hybrid might actually take down Gamer's Legend at this point.
Yeah, he will. He will.
One more hit. He's trying to give it to him, but
he will. Morsu's going to take it up. And here Coscu. Yeah, that's too unfortunate.
So this is just Lowland Lions outright outplaying their opponents. Gohan will get this kill onto Coscu more than likely, though has to flash for it. But
well deserved.
Lowland, that was a little bit of an overextension. But Lowland Lions have like really good team communication. Like, okay, they know how they find a way to get like a really bad situation and turn it into an okay situation.
Yeah. So I feel like on both sides, a few sloppy plays here and there, being out of position. But, I mean, they picked it up so quickly. Like, we made some mistakes. Wow. Oh, wait, Cromwell is still around. Let's wait. Oh, we find him again. Let's kill him. Okay. Like 4-4 now. I feel like some of these deaths should not have happened.
Yeah. So a lot of these deaths were, like, really unfortunate, to be quite honest. And it's just both of these teams kind of slacking off. Like maybe they're tired, maybe it's the time, because it's been a long day and a very, very long weekend. This can really get to you at some point, you know.
Good guy, Gamer's Legends giving his blue buff to Caramel here. They're all going to the top lane, pinging that Morsu. Probably want to have that tower at some point. I mean, if they can get one big kill, clean kill now. I mean, you notice they don't really go as aggressive for Dragon anymore. They really are a lot more onto the... You actually want to snowball into
because both teams don't really value Dragon as much as, or actually the Vindy Gaming does value Dragon as much, values Dragon a lot, that's a lie. But I think they're a little bit afraid of the positioning of Lowland Lions because it's like, it is superior. Like, okay, sometimes there are some mistakes coming out from Morsu. Kirei now coming in for the gank.
They're going to hunt here, but they're actually going to hide it under tower. Cromwell getting Imagine, but Kirei getting real low, and turret just about to kill him, and Dyrok going from the top lane, the teleport in. Oh, we'll get it! Kirei jumps in, will get it, but it's really, really low here. Will be able to get the kitty here. Yes, it will. The pony will get him down. Hybrid now has to run for his life, but will not make it. This looks really bad for them. So that's a 3-for-1 and totally not worth it for the Lions. But Morsu trying to get Gohan out of it. But
Morsu teleporting a little bit.
Too late.
Yeah, a little bit in vain there. And DG has been showing that they can really get their stuff together at this point. Like, they've been playing for quite some time together now, and like, you get to communicate a lot better. And props to Gamers Legends. He's been all around the map doing his thing.
I mean, this is Gamers Legends how I know. He plays his most favorite champion after him.
Yeah.
That shows. It shows he's actually having a good time here.
Yeah, very much so. So Kaimo level 11 at this point. Cosq is working on his Seraph's Embrace. Archangel Staff is about 1/3 loaded. Oh wow, that's actually quite.
So Play of the Rune King being picked up on Marsu here.
Huh?
Play of the Rune King.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay, so that actually synergizes quite well with him, because he maxed the Sea Stone Trident first. So he'll do magic damage, like he'll do 60 magic damage over 5 seconds, which isn't a lot because he doesn't have really a lot of ability power. But he also does 8% of the target's missing health as damage. And that synergizes really well because Morsu's Blade of the Rune King is going to hit for 8% of the target's current health. So that really synergizes well with each other because you're going to hit for current health and for missing health. So the lower your target actually is, the more damage you will do.
Yep.
So no, actually, I'm lying a little bit right here. But Blading the Rune King and Sea Stone Trident passive will ensure that all your percentage damage will be the same, no matter if they're low or they're high.
So it's a fun, different build to see from FaZe.
Yeah. Ringo coming in.
Yeah, I mean, Games Legends is just waiting for the moment that I can actually go in here, waiting for the Thrill to hunt, but it's just not going to happen. They're already pushing him up. There's no turret, however, to defend it.
Yeah.
So now Games Legends is going to walk around. He's not really necessary here. Kirei is doing the same thing. Well, okay, it's almost something going to happen, but no, we're going to go back. Probably would have resulted in a 1-versus-1 if that would have been in something.
Yeah, very much so. So only 2K difference between these two teams, though, and
so
I think
Cosq getting a free mid lane, it seems.
Cosq should be able to get this midlane ultimate.
Now
is
the
being
Frildon gets on. Mizigon is going to go for it. Nice kill, though, but will be blocked here by Hybrid. Hybrid's going to strike back. Mizigon has to be more careful now.
Oh, wow.
Terrible damage, and Monsoon being used as well here. And this action everyone, and nobody dies.
So bottom lane, I think they were a little bit too overzealous. Pause in there so we can talk about this one. So Xfinitive actually flashed Howling Gale to, if I'm not mistaken, to get into that one, but it didn't really do too much because Hybrid, it got blocked by the wall. Yeah, it got blocked by the wall. Mystic Gohan got hit by the concussive blows passive, so they were just able to just do so much, and eventually it even forced out the heal from Gohan, the heal from Gohan, the Monsoon from Xfinitive. Facility and Hybrid didn't expend anything from that one, so it still shows that with the good communication, Facility and Hybrid can still do a whole bunch. So I'm gonna just check what is up right here.
Yeah, I mean that shield was perfect. I mean if that Gale would have hit, it would be a whole different story. I mean that's just completely Graves' damage is going all mental. I mean he just turned around, shot everything, and it just did so much damage along with the concussive blows. Yeah, then you might better run again.
Yeah.
But if that Gale would have hit, that would be different. I mean, that Flash was pretty good. But they were lucky that Kirei was not around anymore. And if Kirei was around when he was before, that could have been a different story. But maybe they saw him somewhere else, so...
Well, no, because there are no wards on the side of...
So they were lucky. They made a they took a risk.
They were pretty lucky, but they could have expected that... They could have expected that Kirei wasn't around because he had just used his ultimate on the bottom lane. Because as you can see, his ultimate is not up. So it would be really unlikely for him to gank. If he would have to gank, then it would have to be from behind, actually. And that would be really hard because there are no brushes to jump from there.
Yeah, he probably would have walked around for you to try pushing the bottom. I mean, he went all the way to the turret. So, but still, yeah, it's some help. And they were lucky they took a risk. It could have paid off. I mean, this is a totally different Divinity Gaming, it seems.
Yeah, it's a very...
I mean, this is a play they would not have made in the last game.
No, it's a very reserved Divinity Gaming is what I'm seeing right now. So, they like I'm really surprised that the third dragon is already not taken at this point.
I mean, it's not necessarily a bad change. It's actually against Lone Lions, they know to play that same way of playing.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna lose because the Lone Lions does the same thing but better.
Yeah.
They've already showed that they've been playing before together, and the Game did the same thing as always, getting dragons, got like 2 dragons, and then Lone Lions was like, well, every time you take a dragon, we'll take a tower. At some point, you cannot take dragons anymore because all the towers are gone.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. And there were only like 14 kills the whole game, and it was nothing they could do at some point. If they lost one team fight, it was like instantly inhibitor gone, I believe, or something.
Yeah,
it was all
something
gone.
like that. So apparently one of the computers from Lone Lions has blown up. It's pretty funny.
Well, I don't sure if that's funny, actually, but if my computer would go down, I would not be too happy.
Hey, explosions first, question later.
Let's see, how did I say that? Okay, just one got out. Okay. So I hope they're going to replace that PC. I mean, even here it happens, not only at LCS. Such trolls.
A summoner has reconnected.
So Kira has
reconnected,
reconnected, so
yeah.
he should be fine at this point.
I think it's less bad than they make it. So it's like, oh, my PC exploded. I don't think so.
There's a small there's a small zigs in my PC.
So let's go back into the game. Kira is back.
Yeah.
And we can continue the game. I mean, so far it's mostly been on the community gaming side that things go wrong, but this time the internet is in their favor.
The internet is in their favor.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No comment on that one.
That's fine.
So only 500 gold separating these two teams still. So I think that Divinity Gaming... Oh, Morsu.
You're a bit on the wrong side, but
No, he got
turn
this.
it around. Wow.
So
Game is like this.
Morsu now with a fresh red buff on him on his body is gonna take down that Scuttler Crab as well. So if you take a look at the damage like that Scuttler's taking, it's a ridiculous amount at this point. Kira is actually hovering around the area, jumping around, getting a farm for himself. Because Kira actually needs to stack up that Bone Tooth Necklace because he only has, I think he only has 3 stacks on it, and he really needs 20 on it to like actually be really strong with that one. Because I mean, it's essentially a free item because it doesn't take up a slot. So you know, there's absolutely
just takes a trinket. That's all.
Yeah.
And you still get a free ward, I believe.
Yeah,
so
you still get the free ward.
You still get the wards. It's not a bad one
You
at
can
all.
still swap them out if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this is like the best trinket there is.
Yeah. Well, except for Poro Snacks.
Poro snacks are awesome. But yeah, so are Poros in general, so. Anyway, 7 to 6. I mean, there's only 100, 200 gold difference between the two teams.
Yeah.
It's actually higher than most people anticipated to happen. So we're going to see how it goes from here. Inflexion does find Hybrid in the jungle. You're not going to give up his ping ward.
Well, he has to give it up pretty soon because
He knows
Hybrid
where it
is just
now.
going to go like, oh, I'm just going to walk straight back and hit it again.
So now I got some backup. So we got a snake and got a big kitty.
So Morsu actually looking or hunting for kills here. And actually walks
going
into
to
2 traps. And that will hurt him a little bit. Not too much though, as the percent values of Nidalee aren't that big. But Kaimo has to flash away there. Bola, one and Bola, 2, both missed. But flash expended on Nidalee, and on such a mobile champion on Nidalee. I mean, if you can get her pincered and she doesn't have a way to jump away, then she dies relatively fast.
Yeah, she's not building anything tanky. She's going full AP.
Yeah.
So she's going to be pretty squishy. It's a bit like the old Nidalee, but her spear's going to hurt a little bit less. But her auto damage, I believe, is a bit more stronger than it used to be. So yeah, it seems Kira and Hybrid are both going to the bot lane. Probably won't have the turret as well. I mean, it's 1-2-1 in turrets.
Yeah.
The more turrets you can get, the more map control you get over the game. So and Lone Lions is known for getting as many turrets as possible to get as much, you know, free space and use that space to pick people off.
So Morsu, I think Morsu is gonna go back to his old EC Visualize days and split push, like the living hell out of everything.
He has teleport, so it's nothing he has to really worry about. Games Legends is on the bot lane as well. They really don't want to give up that turret that soon. And also in 45 seconds, Dragon is gonna be back up. And guess who wants to have it this time around?
I think both teams actually.
Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't be too disgusted by the idea of getting a dragon. Dragons are awesome. So Morsu is probably gonna lose his tower.
Yeah, that's just
minions,
one hit. Yeah. Oh, Kira is in the
Gamers
Legends. You're gonna be so dead unless you run away. No.
Koskyu just being a little bit too strong right there.
That's bad news. That means the Dragon is probably going away for free here towards Lowland Lions.
So Koskyu is sitting at 280 something stacks right now. I can only see the first 2 digits. But Koskyu is already ramping up quite nicely. It's sitting at 211 ability power on just 1 item. So
that's a lot. So
Lions
being a bit risky, but of course there's no Gamers Legend. Dragon did spawn, so they're probably gonna go for that while distracting the rest of the team. Divinity Gaming, yeah, they're gonna let Red be the Bramble Bite and go to Divinity Gaming. They're like, well, we've got something better. We got a Dragon.
Yeah, so that Dragon was absolutely necessary for them to get back into this one, because the Dragons they get means that Divinity Gaming don't get Dragons themselves, which is kind of like their modus MO, like their modus operandi to win the games. Now Tyrock finds a wild Morsu. Morsu gets knocked up.
Tyrock's got to give it a shot. Minion does miss, however. He's going to ult onto Morsu. Morsu just going to shark him off. Not doing a lot of damage though, but of course he's not AP. It's attack damage.
Oh, the Spirit now.
But here's Cromwell to save the day. He's probably going to finish this off. Yeah, there we go. Kira not going to do much.
So Morsu not too happy about it.
But look who's coming from below. It's Koskyu. He might want to try to make a play. There's 3 members of Lowland Lions here. The rest, however, of Divinity Gaming is trying to. They just got to try to keep him there. I mean, Lowland Lions
Facility not being dived.
Facility getting dived, getting exhausted, under the turret. Definitive do not care. Here's the teleport. Will it be enough though? Yeah, he is going to teleport in the end, and that's going to be all the game of Divinity Gaming there, being on the bot lane, going to push, while the rest of Lone Lions is on the top or dead.
Divinity Gaming are playing the map really, really well, and they've been like using these small little.
Kira, you got to be a bit careful.
They've been using these small little tricks to get their advantages, like Tyrock hiding in the brush amongst others.
Yeah.
And it's been working out for them. Like not too much. It's only like 3.5K, but still it's working out for them. And if they keep that up, they're on a good path to win the game.
So that's another turret. That's 5 now to 2 turrets for Divinity Gaming. They're instead of playing the Dragon game, they're going to play the same game Lions played against them, and that's the tower game.
Yeah.
Get as much towers as possible, and once you have those towers, you have all the free space you want, so you can get dragons later on in game.
Yeah.
If you desire.
I
like it.
I am just a little bit worried for Divinity Gaming, because Koskyu has not been shut down. He is sitting on Ryla's Crystal Scepter and Seraph's Embrace at this point, and completed boots, sitting at 354 ability power, 300 stacks in his Aspect of the Serpent already. So he only needs like 190 stacks to get that, and he's going to definitely get that in the next like 14, 15 minutes. So at that point, he'll have a death cap as well. So he'll be spiking at about 700 ability power.
Divinity Gaming at some point either going to trap people. They're not going to play fair this game. They're going to do the opposite of what they do normally. They're probably going to split push as much, but they don't want to fight that fairly. They don't. They're going to get all those towers, and only if they're really in a big advantage, they're going to try and fight. And like the things like Dragon, Baron buff, those things are helping for sure. I mean, they have a Nidalee, so that's typical what Nidalees do.
So it seems like Lowland Lions are kind of stumped on what to do right now, because DJ has been playing the map really well. As I said, like Gamers Legend's been pushing the mid lane, and he's been just in the lanes that have the free farm and like the least amount of threat and the highest amount of farm. So now Lowland Lions are all like scattering around mid because their inhibitor tower is now being targeted yet again. So, but in the meantime, bottom lane is being pushed in favor of Divinity Gaming. Mid lane is going to meet up in the mid lane. Top is being pushed, and they're really not getting the stuff they need here.
So yeah, this is exactly what Divinity Gaming had last time when they played against Lowland Lions. They don't really have anywhere safe to just walk to it. And now they're going to go onto Koskyu. Here's the Scion. Nice teamwork, but the Gaze will stop them right there in their tracks. Now he's all alone.
Tyrock is not going to
Where's the rest of the team? There is no team. Why are you engaging? Good try, but 3 versus 4 or 5 is not going to work out. And yeah, that's going to be a 2 for 0 right there.
That was not too
bad.
bad.
Morsu be caught out here. Not sure that's going to do a lot.
I think Morsu might just get this
one. The shard did not hit. Oh, it's a go.
Oh, nice splitter by Morsu. He might get the second one. As well, chasing after Infinitive, flashing away. Morsu does not have the Playful Trickster available. And now Lowland Lions back into this one, getting their, well, not completely back into this one. Oh, Infinitive.
Oh, man. You're on the wrong side of the river here. Yeah.
So now low end lines are like doing what DG has done to them, picking up this frag and playing the deeper.
Oh man, you gotta go for
Koskiu.
Shutdown here. Here you have your shutdown. A lot of money are going to Caramel. But yeah, people are being picked up here and there and everywhere, and I feel it's a bit sloppy. But it's good for low lines. I mean, they are slowly getting back into the game again.
So now the difference is only 2K, but it's 2K while both teams have a substantial gold increase.
Yep.
So the gold gap between the two of them percent-wise is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's only getting better for low end lines because late game, I'm going to give the comp to them. Like Graves, Cassiopeia, Fizz, Rengar. Rengar can just jump on pretty much anyone unless DG plays the ward game yet again and invests a lot of money in wards, which they haven't been doing as much this game. But if they don't do that, then Rengar will get stronger and stronger and will jump on your characters and insta-burst them.
Now they have to keep going and get those towers. They have to make it even harder for the Lions to get to that late game.
Yeah.
Don't let them have the free farming and free roaming game.
Yeah.
Catch them out of the jungle. I mean, they don't really have a lot of turrets left anymore, so they actually have to go into unsafe territory to actually make any plays happen at all.
Yeah.
So capture them out, just like you did with Koskiu. That's good. Keep that kind of behavior up if they want to get back.
Look at all the traps.
I love it. It's cute. Oh, they found a pink one. No, you're not gonna pick it up. Okay.
He didn't see it, I think.
Okay. Fine.
It happens.
No, a lot of lines start pushing in. They don't have any towers behind them, so they have to be careful. Top lane, however, is Gamer Legends is pushing there together with T-Rock. You got to be a little bit careful though, as the rest of the lines is moving up, but in bot line, Morsu is pushing as well.
Yeah.
Dragon will spawn in 50 seconds as well, so if somebody dies now, it might mean a free dragon at some point.
So Morsu doesn't have to
use on Koskiu. Koskiu is going to grab it.
Mystic
Wow,
Gohan
Mystic Gohan
explode.
just exploding here. Trying to try to Monsoon healing people, but it's not going to work. 2 for 0. That's probably all I can assure you, a free dragon right there.
So quick recap of what happened there. So they thought they could take down Kia, but excuse me, they thought they could take down Koskiu, but Koskiu just turned around with that petrifying gaze, huge amounts of damage, 500 damage in one go, and they just exploded where they stood. The Janna ult didn't even matter anymore. As soon as Cassiopeia gets that poison onto you, you are dead.
Keyray just jumped in together with Cassiopeia. Rengar gets Cassiopeia punched. I mean, if Koskiu was alone, that could have worked.
Yeah.
But he is never alone. He should not be alone.
You cannot assume that they are. You cannot assume that someone is alone when you are playing with a Rengar, unless you have perfect map control, pink wards across the map. Then you cannot make that assumption. That is a huge mistake made by DG, and they got punished for it really hard. Now the gold is equal, 47 to 47. But Lowland Lions have a lot more straggling objectives that they can pick up. They still have like all the second tier towers to pick up. Their second tier towers in the middle and the bottom lane are already destroyed. So they can actually get to their objectives a little bit easier than DG can get to Lowland Lions objectives.
So different gaming have to be a bit more careful now. They notice they cannot really make these kind of plays. I mean, they were ahead, but they're slowly getting back to equal. So they have to focus up, regroup, think about it again, get a bit calm, see if you can stay focused on what they really want to do. And that's probably not engaging 2 versus 5 or 3 versus 4.
So Morsu is probably going to split push pretty soon again because his teleport is up.
And his AD build just asked for it. He has the Frozen Metal and the Trinity Force, so...
Yeah, it's his build warrants the need of his role, basically. Now Gamers Legends in a lot of trouble. Keyray finding him, though Gamers Legends getting away from that one. Morsu does have the fish available, doesn't even need it. Morsu picking up the kill, but now he has to teleport to mid lane. Teleport is going to be engaged facility from the sideline, though. Morsu teleport being enough to deter them. Cassiopeia coming from the side as well, but it's not going to be enough to catch them. Meanwhile, Rengar in the top lane, split pushing for the life of him. He's going to push that wave back. So I'm probably expecting LLL to like collapse near the dragon because Gamers Legends ultimate is expired and he has no way to get back to lane that fast unless he goes home guards, which he does not have yet. So
yeah.
And Cassiopeia actually one of the best dragon takers in the game. Tyrock is going to
go for it. He wants to stop this Baron, do everything, but he will not get it. Nice phase definitive. Going down. Tyrion's still in the middle of everybody, getting smashed upon, actually doing a lot of damage around him. So now the Dizzle team has to run away from this undead menace. but he will go down here. That's a Baron for Lone Lions and also 1 kill. It could have gone worse, but it's going to go a lot better for Divinity Gaming.
I feel really bad for Tyrock. Like, Tyrock probably felt like the kid, like, you know when you're like in kindergarten and you have like two kids keeping the ball away from you? I think that's what Tyrock feels like at that point.
It was like, well, I was surprised he actually lived that long. He actually did a lot of damage to the people around him, as well as Baron did. But in the end, I mean, the 1 versus 4.
Yeah.
Cassiopeia just melted.
Yeah, Cassiopeia, like, she blew up Xfinitive. Gohan took a lot of damage. Like, okay, so here's the thing. You blow up the support, yeah? Supports generally aren't that impactful. Like, as like, damage-wise, at the very least.
Damage-wise, yeah. I was about to say, they have a lot of impact, but not damaging-wise.
Like, damage-wise, at the very least. But it's a very psychologically big effect if you see one of your members, like, even if it's your support, like, who already expended her ultimate or anything like that, to see that your support blinking red. Because in your mind, you're thinking, like, oh, we are behind. Like, if, say, for example, if everyone on Lone Lions was half health and everyone on DG was full health, but Xfinitive would be blinking red, then they would psychologically start thinking, like, oh, we are going to lose this one.
Is going to stop, going to go Games Legends again, but don't notice Crumble as well. They should not have hesitated there, but Games Legends still might not be quick enough. Does run away. It will be jumped up from that brush. Beautiful play here. Will survive because of the heal here from Crumble. But still, he's alone a lot of times. He's been caught out like 3-4 times now.
It's nice.
Oh, nice guys here. And that's Glacial Fish. You're not really hitting anybody, but still, double kill here for Cosq.
Cosq just straight up winning the game for his team here. 7-3-3 is, okay, I watch at his ability power right now. 788. Once he hits 500 stacks, he's almost there. He's going to hit an even bigger benchmark. First inhibitor tower is going to be taken down. That's going to be also an inhibitor being taken down fairly shortly. And I think they're going to back off at this point, but...
yeah, they'd rather play safe. Take the inhibitor, go back. Not lick their wounds, but just get something to drink pretty much. Get some cool stuff in your inventory. If that you can try.
Cosq.
He's just waiting a lot there, but the team is still there. But here's Sion running in, but it's already too late. Now he's alone against 3 people and a really angry Snake, and Jirag will go down.
The amazing bait by Cosq. You could see the members of Lowland Lions actually waiting in the wing. They were waiting in that brush, waiting for that to happen. And I think that is all but game here pretty shortly here. Like, that double kill just did so much for him. Facility, he got out of that one, but Hybrid and Kirai on purpose did not recall just yet there.
Yeah. So he expected only Cosq to be left, but there were more members there. Oh, they're going to try it. Nice amulet, though.
They're going to try it again.
But they have to be careful. I mean, if one of those poisons hit, it's over. So as long as that doesn't hit, she's dead.
So Cosq did finally drop down, like a shutdown landed onto him. So he is going to go be forced to go back, and let's see what he is going to buy. It's going to buy another needlessly large rod.
Why not?
Yeah, why not, I guess. But
Let's go for Zonias anyway.
I mean, I want to see how much ability power.
Now he's going to go for Kira here, Games Like, but I don't think he actually has the damage to go 1-on-1, so he actually needs his help from his silent friend.
No,
he'll run in. He has a teleport, though. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 very soon. But here is Morsu. Kyra will go down here.
Xfinitive.
But Morsu's not still here. Now he's going to go for Definitive instead, because he's a lot squishier. They can get at least a 2 out of there. Exhaust will not make a difference. Here's Scramble, so it will be
nice
2
flash.
versus 2. Oh! No. The spear not connecting. But the hit from Tirok D. So it's going to be a 3 for 2, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
because Cosq was still down.
It's an okay trade for both sides. Cosq was still down, but he got taken out earlier.
So
by
it's a 2 for 2
so
in that
technically, it was still a 2 for 2. But Lowland Lions are still so far up ahead. They're like 7K up ahead. And like, Dragon isn't really even a point of contention at this point. Okay, like Lowland Lions have triple dragons, but do they really need a 4th one? No, they don't.
Not really, no. Well, it is always helpful. It gives gold and experience as well, so. Yeah, there's no more dragon, man. I'm sorry.
So, Cosq almost sitting at the 500 stacks. It's sitting at 470 something at this point. So only 30 more stacks till max Poison Lady level up mode is
It's just one big angry snake.
I don't think she's angry. Like,
oh, her face is pretty angry.
No, you don't know the Cassiopeia lore? She's a spy.
I think she's angry.
I don't think she's angry. I think deep down inside her, there's a very sensitive girl hidden under all those scales.
She's like a Moo who just wants to have a hug, but everyone thinks she's
maybe.
Oh man, Gamer's Legend again being found out all alone there in the bush. Will melt down immediately. I mean, that Fisher.
Like, maybe Gamer's Legends heard us and he wanted to give Cassiopeia that hug.
Yeah, well,
but he couldn't.
But he's alone. Turok is pretty tanky though, so he can take a little beating, but only so far. At some point he will fall down. He actually has an ultimate away, but a poison will. Well, actually, it's not a poison.
It was the poison ticking.
Isn't that red buff like the last hit?
No, because there is not a red buff on the side of Lowland Lions. That was the poison ticking.
How did?
Or actually, Facility has
one. Got a kill on it, so yeah. He has a red buff. There we go. So they're going to take another inhibitor here. It's pretty easy. I mean, there's not much Vinigame can do when there are a few members behind.
So Rengar jumping in. Kaimo with the Zion.
Nice zone is Douglas though, but this might be the end of it. Everything's just going to throw everything on it. The Lions are just so far ahead. They got so much power compared. Even if they make mistakes now, it doesn't really matter. Gotsku does go down, however, so that gives Vinigame a little bit more space, but another inhibitor goes down. So that's 2, 3, and 3 inhibitors down now. So that's really unfortunate.
So now they have to 4v3. Facility has to be the target here, but Kira
Morsu
is
very tanky.
Morsu very tanky as well. That laser doing a whole bunch for them, though. They might not be able to finish it just however. Facility's just standing in the middle of it all. Terok wants to kill Morsu, but that's not the target you want to go for.
Nice kill, though.
Morsu does go down, though. Facility gets dropped as well where he stands. Go on now chasing onto Braum, but Kirai pops the ultimate. Is he going to go back for it? No, he is not. Is going to run away. Mystic go on taking a wrong turn at left
the hump
lane,
being
but
activated, picking up Hybrid. So Lowlands making a few mistakes here and there, but they're so strong. They got 3 inhibitors, even though they made some mistakes. There's nothing the Vinigame can really do to abuse this.
Newsflash, Cassiopeia just hit 1141 ability power.
Oh man, that is hurt so much. But even then, I mean, even now, Vinigame cannot really abuse it. They made so many kills because there's going to be like 3 waves of super minions hitting down your lane. The only thing they can do is push them out forever.
No, it's just going to be 2 waves because the bottom inhibitor actually respawn.
Oh, respawn, okay.
So it's going to be, I think it's going to be 2 for 1 wave. So like you can see them coming in right now. So it's going to be 2 super minions for 1 wave, but the next wave is going to be just the 1.
Yeah, exactly. So if you have 3 numbers down, you get double super minions in your lanes. There we go. So blue buff going to Cramel, I believe he picked it up from Casio because he of course has the smite as well. No, he didn't. What am I saying? He just picked it up with a nice spear.
So Baron buff might be a point of contention here, but here's the issue. With all those super minions pushing in the lane, you have to make a conscious choice of what you are going to go for. So Lowland Lions could go for Baron right now and win the game by not even going to the Nexus because of the minions being there.
I mean, there's not much the Vinigame can really do to contest it either. I mean, if they try it, they leave their base all open to super minions. So, as I say, Alliance has a little bit of free reign over this map and will abuse it. I mean, the Vinigame is now around, so but if they wait too long, so their base is going to be in jeopardy.
Yeah, they're just kind of standing there. They're forcing DG to back off. Like, they're not even doing Baron. They're consciously deciding to not do Baron.
They have to go back. Their base is in
shambles. Like, so
and now they're going to do Baron.
Like, that was a genius mind play by Lowland Lions. They're just like, okay, we're not going to do the Baron. We're just going to stand here. Your move. If you fight us, you lose. If you go away, we'll take Baron. Either way, it's a win-win situation for us.
And especially on that Scuttle Crab movement boost, you cannot even get in the neighborhood of it because it's just gonna run at you. So it's like, yeah, well, you can do anything. You better go back. It feels horrible if somebody does that to you.
1220 ability power on Cassiopeia.
Yeah. Nice spear though on Marsu. Nice. Oh, look at the damage. Spear's actually someone hit it. No, okay, so they're gonna go. Lost desperate fight. They're gonna go for it. Going down on Gotsku. Gotsku has Zonias now, however, so will not get damaged anymore. Will use her serves as well to stay safe. Will go down in the end by Tyrok, but the rest of the team is already dead from Divinity Gaming, so it's not going to do much. So there's 1 person left, and that's it. Will go down as well. So that's an ace for 1. Only Gotsku went down for it. Lost desperate fight. So this is going to be the end. This is going to be the fight. GG! Going to take this tournament down 2-0 in the finals here at Frag-o-Matic.
Woo! So congratulations to Lowland Lions White, the expected winner to win this one. Did end up winning at the end. Well deserved. I'd say, and yeah, they're gonna take home some cool gear, some money, and all that good stuff. Commiserations to DG. They did get second place though, and they actually got really far against Lowland Lions.
I mean, we started actually costing them like in the early start, and
yeah.
we didn't even know how good they were, and then we started following them more, and they actually got all the way into the finals, which was amazing.
Yeah,
they did a really good job here. Yeah. They got third in the last time, I believe.
think that if DG like practices a little more with their roster, they might actually make Challenger Series their stuff. Like, there's a lot of potential in the Benelux. It's just like really hard to gather that
These
together.
guys are really good at team communication. They know each other. I mean, they only practice, I believe, 1 day a week. Can you imagine what they do if they would actually practice properly, like multiple days a week?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big difference.
That is true. That is true. But I think that concludes the cast for us. So thank you.